All right, we do have a new trick word today, okay? And our new trick word is the word one. Can you say one?
Yes. One.
Now, we have learned that words sometimes have multiple, one is one of them. It has multiple meanings. So when I use that word one, I could say, hey, Weston and I raced on the playground and I won. Like you won something. My team won the game. We beat the other team. Now that word one has another meaning. That word one stands for a number. I have one turtle in my fish tank. I just have one. Yeah, we have one student in our class whose name is Crew. We just have one. We're going to be talking about the word that means the number one. Like you have one of something. And this word one is irregular. There are parts that we're going to have to know by heart. You got it. But before I show you that word one, I want to show you two more words. Because that word one is similar to two other words, and you're going to start to see a pattern. Do you say pattern? I want you to be detectives. There's going to be something the same about the two words that I showed you. See if you can figure it out. If you figure it out, just give me a thumbs up. Are you ready? This is not the word one, but it's a word that's related to one. It is the word alone. Can you say alone?
Alone.
I'm feeling so,
Wow.
If you are alone, you are all by yourself. And there's only one of you because you are alone. Nobody else is with you. There's just one of you. Take a look at how I write that word alone. Ready? It's going to be an A there, and that's okay. Ooh, O, What sound did that O make? Yeah, guess what's going to be needed at the end of the word? Yeah, we know that a silent E often helps that O to say its long sound. Alone. Take a look. If you are alone, there's only one of you, and you are all by your... Here's another word that's similar. Ready? Lonely. Say lonely. Oh, there was nobody in the class, and I felt so lonely until the kindergartners started arriving today. I was lonely. If I'm lonely, how many people are with me? Just myself. And if I count myself, that's how many? That's just one person. I'm feeling lonely. Let's take a look at how we spell that word lonely. Say lonely. Let's tap it. O, N, O, E. Watch me spell it. O, N. Ooh, did that O say its name again?
Yes.
We add an E. We got the long O sound. Own. Ooh. E. It's going to be a borrower. Yep, it's our borrowing Y. We know that. That Y at the end borrows the E sound. Lonely. Detective glasses on? What do you notice about these two words that's the same? Does anybody see something that's the same? Okay. Take another second and look. Quietly whisper to your buddy what's the same. I'm hearing it. You guys are so good. Sharinia, what's the same about these two words? Okay, they both have L's. Thank you. Any other thing that's the same? Weston.
We both have O's.
They both have O's. Anything else that's the same? Ella?
part of it.
That's the same? What middle part is that?
The O and the E, they both have the same letters.
There's O-N-E in the middle. Own. Only. This O-N-E means one. This O-N-E means one. When you are alone, it's just you. Just one. When you are lonely, it's because nobody else is there and it's just you. And there's just one. You're going to see how these two words, alone and lonely, help us with the spelling of the word one. Can you say one?
One.
I have one head. I have one red marker. One. We only have one Aubrey in our class. Just one.
No, we
Can you tap out that word one for me? How many sounds did you hear? Three sounds. Okay. What was the first sound you heard? Guess what? There's no W's in this word. What's the next sound you hear in one? Guess what? There's no U's in this word. Say one again. Let's tap it out. What sound are you hearing? Guess what? There is an N. That's normal. But there's something irregular that comes before the N. Are you ready for it? Did you hear the O sound?
Yeah.
One. Mikey, did you hear the O sound? One. No.
I'll say one.
Guess what comes after it?
E. One. At the end.
Wait a second. Does that look familiar?
Yes.
O-N-E? This is the word one. That's how we write that word one. There is one marker in my hand. One. O-N-E. O-N-E. Here's the thing.
O-N-E. O-N-E.
Yeah. Kindergarten. A long time ago. The way that people said words has changed to the way we say words now. For some reason, words have just changed. We no longer say them the way our ancestors and people who came before us say the words. I'm guessing that a long time ago, this word one, like the number one, wasn't said as one. People said, oh, oh, oh. I have oh. And that's why we spell the word number one, O-N-E. Because it used to be pronounced as own. And that's what it looks like. Own. With the magic E. But we don't call it own. We call it one. That's how we say it. We say one. So this spelling for this word one is based off of how people used to say the number one a long time ago. But it shows up in other words. Alone. By yourself, just one. Lonely. By yourself, just one. So we're going to spell that word one, O-N-E. Say O-N-E.
O-N-E.
One.
One.
You're going to go get your Tap It, Map It, Graph It board. Actually, we'll just write it on our whiteboards. We're going to grab our whiteboard and we're going to practice that word one. Say it to yourself. O-N-E.